I am going to take the flavors of a cheesecake along with the flavors of a sweet potato souffle. And when I put them together, I am going to make a sweet potato cheesecake bar. Hello everyone, I'm Deborah. Welcome to my kitchen. Yes, you guys, a sweet potato cheesecake bar is on the menu for today. It is going to be the perfect complement to our dessert menu for the holidays. Only a few simple ingredients, you guys, and about 20 minutes of prep time. And before you know it, you are going to have a delectable dessert. Everything that you need to put this together is on the screen. And as always, we are going to make it low carb. And I'll show you how coming up next. Welcome back, you guys. So there are three basic components to this recipe. We have our sweet potato filling, we've got our cheesecake filling, and we've got our crust. So I am going to start with the crust. For our crust, we are going to start with some almond flour. To it, we're going to add some sweetener, vanilla extract, a little pinch of salt, and some butter. Give this a mix. All right, everyone, this is well combined. So next, let's bring over our baking container. And this is my container that has been lined with some parchment paper. Go ahead and put the crumble at the bottom. We're going to spread it out evenly, and then we are going to press it into place. All right, guys, now this has been pressed firmly into place. We are going to set this aside, and then next up, we are going to put together the sweet potato filling. Okay, to my bowl, I've already added my sweet potato puree. And guys, make sure that this is pure puree and not the filling, because the filling has extra things in it, such as sugar, and that is what we are trying to avoid in this recipe. All right, so sweet potato puree, and to it, we're going to add some brown sweetener, some pie spice, vanilla extract, some melted butter, and 1 egg. And blend. Okay, guys, just need to add a pinch of salt to this, just to enhance its flavor. Give it a quick mix. Now, we are going to pour this on top of our crust. Spread this evenly on top of this crust. And the last and final step to this is to put together this cream cheese filling. To our bowl, we've added our room temp cream cheese. We're going to add some sour cream, some sweetener, vanilla extract, lemon juice. And I'm going to go ahead and press in this sweetener, because we will be using the mixture for this. That way we can get it nice and smooth and creamy. And plus, it's going to be a time saver. And the last thing that we're going to add to this before we blend is an egg. All right, guys, as you can see, this has increased in volume and it is nice and airy, just like a cake batter. All right, so at this point, we are going to bring over our crust that has already been topped with that sweet potato, and we are going to layer this in. All right, guys, the magic continues. Okay, let's go ahead and top this with this delicious cream cheese filling. Now we just want to spread this out evenly across the top, making sure we get this into the corners of this baking container. Give it a shake. Okay, guys, so what I just did is I took this chopstick and I swirled it back and forth, making sure that I got down to the layer of that sweet potato, just so I can get that marbled effect between the cheesecake and the sweet potato. I took a few times back and forth before the sweet potato came up to surface, but as you can see from this effect, it is well worth it. All right, so you guys, at this point, I am going to put this into my 350 degree preheated oven for approximately 40 minutes. All right, guys, take a look at that. That is a thing of beauty. So what we need to do at this point, obviously, is to let it cool. And then once it does, we can cut these into bars and we can give this a taste. All right, everyone, welcome back. So, total transparency moment. As I had mentioned earlier in this video, when I was putting all of this together, you saw that I used an 8x8 baking container. Do not do that, you guys. Do not do that. The reason being is because you need something that is longer and not as deep, because of the layers of the sweet potato and the layers of the cream cheese. You need something longer so that it's not as thick and it will bake properly. Otherwise, you are going to get the results that I ended up getting. Although it was absolutely beautiful, when I took it out of the oven, I let it sit, let it cool, and then when I took it out of the container, you guys, it fell apart. So what I ended up doing is I took it, put it on this baking sheet, put it back in the oven, so that way it can continue to bake. The different layers could firm up, and I ended up getting a bar, which is what I had set out to do in the first place. Now, had I done it in the proper container, then none of that would have happened, and I would have ended up with a bar such as this. So again, total transparency moment. This happens, you guys, when you cook. What you do is you take those lessons and then you learn from them, and then the next time that you make this particular recipe, you know not to repeat them. So, having said that, you guys, here is the finished product. Absolutely delicious, because what I ended up doing is I did taste it because I needed to know whether or not I needed to make this again. And you guys, when I tell you there is no need to make this again, because this thing is absolutely delicious. You got the combination of a sweet potato pie along with a cheesecake combined together, and it is absolutely phenomenal, guys. So I encourage you to give this recipe a try. When you do, leave in the comments that you did. Let us all know just how delicious this is. And you guys, remember to subscribe to my channel if you've not yet done so before. And I want to thank you so very much for being here. And remember, it is a great day, and you continue to make it your own kind of special. And until we meet again, keep growing, keep thriving, keep pushing those boundaries. And I will see you guys real soon on my channel, where we will continue to make low-carb recipes and desserts such as this. Thanks again, you guys, and enjoy.